Good afternoon, everyone. We're here live at the Allied Kitchen and Bath showroom, and today we're here with our chef from
Temple Street Eatery.
Temple Street Eatery and the Greater Fort Lauderdale Wine and Food Festival. Our friend Rory here, Chef Alex. Thanks so much for being here, guys. I gotta say, during this pandemic, we are all trying to do our best to work together. And here in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale especially, we have such great partners. Ion South Florida is here with us today, and we're just here promoting the local restaurant. We love Temple Street Eatery, one of our favorite restaurants in Fort Lauderdale. Chef Alex, you can't be more graceful than really just supporting the local community here for everything you're doing. And you guys with the Greater Fort Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival, I know how tough this year has been for you. Not having the festival this year in 2020, moving it to 2021. We're hoping in February or March we're going to come up with a new date. But all that you guys give back to the community, and then to get hit with this, and here in South Florida we are so blessed to be, just such a great community of supporters and all, and we feel for our restaurant partners. We got to do whatever we can to just support our community. And come on out, visit Temple Street Eatery. Please make sure you buy tickets for the Greater Fort Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival, and come visit us here at Allied Kitchen and Bath. Thank you all so much.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks,
Bill.
Chef.
Thank you.
So Chef, take us away. What are we going to break down today?
Well, you're right, actually. We are going to walk our way through this today. Bing! Okay. We're going to talk about bok choy today and a wok. I've got my wok actually already on because you want a hot wok to start with, all right? Wok is very fast, so you have your, what we call in the kitchen, mise en place in place, your mess in place. We've got bok choy here, Chinese bok choy. Different varieties, 3 different varieties. There's actually more than 3 different varieties, but I just figured for time's
How
sake.
many varieties?
Oof. If you go to the Asian grocery store, you'll see bok choy on literally everything. No, I'm just kidding.
And what makes you choose what you have here today?
Just what you're using it for. The leaves are nice and tender. The stalks are nice and crisp. Are you looking for something for more sautéing? Do you want a lot more crunchiness in your bok choy dish? Are you using it for a soup? Is it for volume? It's all based on what you're using it for. For us, this is the bok choy that you'll probably find in most supermarkets. If you go to an Asian grocery store, you might find your baby bok choy here, which is similar, but literally, as you can tell, the baby size of the bok choy,
Just tiny.
just a little bit, just 10 times the size, But then we're gonna actually move these aside because we're not gonna use these today. We're gonna talk about our Shanghai Bok Choy today. Okay, the Shanghai Bok Choy is all nice and green, nice and compact, great for sautéing, great for a one biter. You don't really need to break it down too much and use too much space. You can use it for soup and sauté. So we're gonna sauté today with it. So we're gonna start with our bok choy. As you can tell, actually, if you can tell, unless you have super glass close on vision, there's a lot of sand on bok choy, your Asian vegetables. So what we like to do is cut the bok choy, the stems off the bok choy. This way, you're gonna open the bok choy. Maybe you can see here all the sand. Yep. So we're gonna just take these bok choy. I'm gonna cut the stems off and simply throw them into some nice cold water. Okay.
The water has to be cold?
Water should be cold.
Okay.
If you've got a hot water, it's gonna start cooking the bok choy a little bit. If you can have some ice in the water, it'd be perfect. That's actually gonna revive the bok choy a little bit as well. Get these out of the way. And actually, as the leaves open, the sand will literally, gravity will take its toll and the sand will just drop down there, okay? So, as we take that bok choy, we're gonna leave it there. I feel our wok getting nice and hot. It's like getting a nice suntan over here. Wok's hot. If you really want to see how hot it is, takes a little water there, splatter in, nice and hot wok. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit, okay?
You can see the water bead.
Yep, exactly. If you want, just pour that out carefully. If you have a wok, I recommend, like Allied has here, a very well ventilated hood. If you have a small apartment, the fire department will probably show up at your place. So we're gonna take some ginger. Ginger, I like to keep the ginger whole. Okay, we're just gonna slice some ginger up, get rid of all this here.
Now, is there a reason that you'd like to keep it whole?
I find that there's a lot of, if it's clean, hopefully, if you need to, you can clean it a little bit, but it's a lot of flavor in the skin actually as well.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take a ginger, just slice it up a little bit here. I like to take my ginger, again, you don't wanna eat a whole sliver of ginger, so thinly slice my ginger. Okay. Again, you want to have your mise en place, so you want to keep everything on the side nice and ready. Okay. Then I'm gonna spice it up a little bit, all right? Throw a little jalapeno in here. Jalapeno, of course, sometimes can be spicy, sometimes not spicy, depending on when the season. So if you would just take a bite out of the jalapeno first.
Now, if you don't like spicy like myself, can you substitute for another pepper and still get the same results?
Absolutely not. You want to change a chef's recipe? No.
All right.
No, of course you can. You know.
Okay.
That's what's great about cooking at home. I'm sure everyone's trying to cook at home. A little more, you can put on the sauce if you want more salty, more spicy, vinegary. You know, it's all up to interpretation.
Just play with it and make it your own.
That's right.
Awesome.
Okay. So I'm gonna take this bok choy here, and now you can tell a lot cleaner. Okay.
Yeah,
So
the
I'm gonna
sand's all out of it.
Yep. It's that quick, literally. We're gonna strain it in here. I'm gonna get our wok cranking and going. I tell you, it's always great to have some.
Now, how long does
gas.
this meal typically take from start to finish?
Wok cooking's fast. You know, it takes literally seconds, a minute, I would say, for this dish max. Because if you have a hot wok, you know, the oil and your sauce is already, literally it's saute. If you have a cool wok or not hot enough, it's gonna literally sit there and the oil is gonna just go into your vegetables. It's soggy, not a nice char. You know?
Okay.
At home, personally, I have actually a little stove outside, so I actually cook and it doesn't, you know, the fire department.
That's smart.
Yeah, the fire department doesn't come. So I have a hot wok here. Okay, a little bit of oil.
So what type of oil are we using?
We're using just the vegetable oil. Okay, very neutral, not too much flavor. As you can tell, our vegetable oil takes a little time, but once you see smoke, we call that smoke point in the oil. That's when you know the oil's nice and hot and ready to go.
Okay.
Also, remember we said we wanted to make sure we have a hot pan. That way the pores are open, and as you pour the oil in, it doesn't becomes non-stick.
So you want to make sure you're starting with that hot pan.
Start with a hot pan. If you start with a cold pan, it's gonna come a sticky edge. I don't know if you can tell, there's that nice smoke coming up now.
Yeah.
So we're ready to rock, okay? So if you use butter has a low smoke point, so unfortunately it will burn fast. So here we're gonna put our, real quick, ginger.
That sizzle.
So you wanna hear that sizzle. You wanna hear the wok talk to you a little bit, okay? We have our scooper here. I'm gonna stir fry this around. Your oil is gonna be your vessel to move the flavor around, okay? Transport all that goodness. I take our bok choy right here. Hear that? And that steam. And let it sit for a little bit. Let it do its job. Let it char. Let it sear. That's what the wok is there for. You want to move it around a little bit. Make sure that the ginger and the jalapeno on the bottom doesn't burn. So you got some nice char on the vegetables there.
Absolutely.
Now here's where your flavor comes in. We like to take our flavors and mix it all together. We're using our Temple Street Eatery's Bulgogi sauce. Okay, it's a nice balance of, again, garlic, ginger, soy, sugar already in there.
And this sauce is special to Temple Street Eatery?
It is special Temple Street Eatery. You can only find it at Temple Street Eatery.
Can I buy it?
You definitely can buy it, no problem. And for you, we'll give you a discount too.
Perfect.
Before I put the sauce in there, we also like to throw a little bit of sake. Okay.
Can I just drink that?
That's what. Well, that's after. That's after. Yes. That's what chefs do. We a little bit for you, a lot more for me. A little bit for you, a lot more for me. Okay.
It's smelling great.
Thank you. I showered. No, I'm kidding. The bok choy, the ginger, the jalapeno, and the sake. Now comes a little bit of
your special sauce.
Bulgogi sauce. If you say special sauce around here, you never know.
Now, when you added that, it really changed the aroma in the room.
Correct. So it's changing. The soy now is concentrating. The aromatics are concentrating as well now. As you can tell, the stalks are still nice and crispy, but the leaves have sauteed a little bit better. So, literally, we're almost ready to plate.
You just made dinner in like 3 minutes.
I told you it was fast.
I think the hardest part was putting everything in a bowl.
You got to have everything ready. So, I'm gonna take this bok choy, Just put in this bowl. This is a very special bowl to us. This bowl is actually handmade by our friend, the potter, Domingo. He has his amazing pottery wheel down the road from us that Mingo makes it. But nice and green. Of course, we're gonna garnish it a little bit here with a little bit of radish that we have.
That just looks incredible.
And voila, okay, nice and simple. Again, this is with sauteed Shanghai Bok Choy, but you could do this with almost any Chinese vegetable. Napa cabbage, Chinese broccoli, choy some we call it. If you go to the Asian vegetable aisle, there's a plethora of greens. And the same process here, you soak the vegetable in a little bit of water, and then you just have it on your mise en place in place, and you just have fun with your wok.
Oh, it looks great. The colors are vibrant. It smells amazing. I can't
Thank
wait
you.
to dig in.
Yeah, come by Temple Street. This is on our menu as a side item. So.
And you guys are located on Federal Highway in the Fresh Market Plaza? Is
Yep.
that the best way to describe it?
Yeah, right behind PNC Bank, 4 blocks north of Broward.
Awesome. All right.
So
in the heart of downtown. Chef, we're about to make a watermelon salad. Is that right?
We're making a watermelon salad. That's right.
All right.
So we figured that in summertime we need something refreshing, something cool, something nice and light. So what better way than what says summer better than a watermelon? So we took a watermelon. We're making a watermelon salad. Not every salad needs leafy greens and everything. So here we are to demonstrate a watermelon salad. So we're gonna start with
Your watermelon.
the watermelon. Yes, thank you so much. People have a fear of cutting something that's not very flat.
I know I do.
So here we are. We're gonna teach you how to really break something down that's really round. Okay. First and foremost, you need a sharp knife. Okay. What we're gonna do, you don't want to use too much force. With your knife. If you're cutting a lot, like we do in the kitchen, it's gonna be a long day. You're gonna be very tired. So a sharp blade goes a long way. You're literally gonna take the knife and slide it down, back and forth, rock it back and forth.
So essentially, it looks like you're going to create a base.
We are gonna create a base, 2 bases. Okay, so both sides, again, same thing. Cutting that down, throwing that into our trash. Then we're gonna go right into the middle with, again, using the knife. So originally we used the middle part of the knife. Now we use the tip of the knife to sort of drive right into the heart of the watermelon. And then as we roll the watermelon, now we're using the knife, the blade to cut it and come down to a perfect split.
That smells amazing.
So I know watermelon. This year the watermelon's amazing. Put that to the side here. Now we have a beautiful watermelon here, seedless watermelon. We're gonna take this. We're gonna just turn it to the side here. And we're just gonna start peeling the skin off, the rind off the watermelon. Again, keeping everything nice and clean. Your cutting board nice and clean. Just going around and literally peeling the skin off this beautiful watermelon salad here.
And you're not taking too much of the actual watermelon away.
No, we're not. You can do this same method with any melon. Cantaloupe, honeydew. If you're trying to make a fruit platter for the summer times, if you have people coming over and everything, it's a nice easy way to make a fruit platter. So from here, you gotta get a little creative. You think about your square watermelon pieces. So again, you are gonna cut these off, but we're not gonna throw these away. These will actually save and make juices,
So you essentially want to try to make it where you can use the whole watermelon.
Use the entire watermelon, that's right.
Have less waste.
That's right, use everything you can. So we're gonna keep this over here for now, with the watermelon. Okay.
Now, do I need to be concerned about the seeds inside the watermelon?
Nope. I think that if you have the seeds, I've eaten plenty of seeds in my life, and I don't have a watermelon plant growing out of me yet. If I did, I'd be making some money off of that. So, but again, we're cutting the watermelon to nice in cubes here. Okay.
I like how you use the knife to kind of keep it together.
That's right. That's why you have to use your knife to really help you to navigate your cutting board, so that you keep everything nice and clean. I'm only going to use about a quarter of that watermelon. So I'm going to take this watermelon, save it for later. Take our nice cubed watermelon here. Throw it into our bowl. All right. Keep it clean. Keep the cutting board clean. Wipe everything down. So
Clean as you go.
clean as you go. Makes it nice, a little easier, Cubed watermelon. Here we have our Temple Street Eatery watermelon salad dressing.
Hold on. Now you have another sauce? Another...
We have Temple Street Eatery. We have people go, I want some sauce. And we're going, help us out. We have about 15 to 20 sauces
That you guys all make in-house?
We all make in-house.
Okay.
You know? So you gotta really define what kind of sauce is it. This is our watermelon dressing sauce.
Watermelon dressing sauce.
Yes. Okay. It is a little spicy, I will say. There has a little sambal in there.
I'm catching a hint with what we're making today.
Let's just spice things up a little bit, you know? We're taking chopsticks here or a spoon or anything you like. You just let it, you know what we're gonna do? We're marinating, almost like letting the salad dressing get into the actual watermelon there, okay? We'll leave that to the side.
And how long do you typically let that happen?
A few minutes is good enough.
Okay.
You know, really. We can pop it in the fridge as we're working through other things. So again, that salad looks very watermelon-y and very plain. So to spruce it up a little bit, okay? We're gonna take our red onion. Again, onion is one of those non-flat vegetables, you know. So we're gonna same thing.
Work on your base again.
Work on the base. There's 2 bases. Get those out of the way. Okay. These you can
now
save.
It's not gonna roll on you.
That's right. That you can save for stock. You can throw it into a compost. You know, just don't throw that away. Okay. From here, we're gonna break this down into half. Another half piece here. Okay. And then from here, people always go, oh, you know, what do we do here? Well, I take the back of my knife and I start peeling the skin off just a little bit.
That came off really easy.
Yep, and then you just peel this first layer of skin right off. Okay, and voila, there you go. There's your onion. Okay.
Awesome.
Are you crying yet? Almost. I'm gonna make you probably cry here.
Let's do it.
You want to have people. I've heard of different people put goggles on. People chew on a bark. There's really no guarantee 100% way. Just a well-ventilated area.
I'm a man with feelings. I can cry.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Ready? We're gonna make you tear here. So I'm gonna take my knife and literally gently, again, take the knife, rocking back and forth. I'm cutting all the way down, and I'm cutting these thin slivers of onion. Now, if you're a person that likes onion but thinks onion is a little strong, you could run this through water to get some of that strong odor of onion aroma out.
So rinsing it first can help
lessen
the taste?
Correct. Lessen the taste, but keep the crunch in there, okay? Because this onion is in there, gonna be in there for crunch and for the color, okay? Me personally, I love onion, you know? When I get home to my girlfriend, she doesn't really like it when I have onion, but you know, I love onion, so it's okay. We're gonna take some mint here, okay? Some mint, any kind of herbs you want. I encourage herbs in salads. It's a great mix. Cilantro, basil, you know, it's not only for a cocktail. But again, with the mint, I'm gonna take a sharp knife and run my sharp knife right through it. Okay.
Now with your mints, I'm in the mood for a mojito.
I wish, you know, that'll be our next series. We'll make drinks and everything.
Now, as you're doing that, I got to thank Sunshine Provisions for helping us procure some of these fine ingredients that you're using today.
That's right. I mean, we appreciate the community coming together and helping us out with all this. So again, I think our mise en place is in place, our mess is in place. So we're gonna literally take our watermelon that's been marinating here.
In your special watermelon dressing.
Special watermelon dressing available at Temple Street Eatery. You know, not to plug the restaurant, but I have sort of a affiliation with them. I think they sign my paycheck, you know. So we're gonna take our onions, throw our onions in there, okay? Toss this around. Let the onions also get a little bit of that flavor in there as well. If you wouldn't mind, hand me that beautiful bowl over there.
Is this another custom-made bowl?
That is another custom-made handmade bowl by Mingo. Okay, we're gonna take just throw our watermelon in there. Okay, and then now I'm going to take again, nice and simple, take my mint, toss that around a little bit.
This looks incredible. And it's so simple.
It's so simple. That's what we like. We like simple. We like quick. We like flavor. We like textures. Okay. Here is a little bit of tagine, which is a chili lime seasoning. We just pour that on top a little bit there. It gives a little bit of extra kick.
Because the initial kick in your dressing wasn't
enough.
enough.
Not enough. We like that one little at the end, just the final kicker. And then of course, very sort of non-Asian cheese, because there is no cheese in Asian cuisine, but we're using feta here, nice and mild feta cheese. So again, there you have a beautiful color, texture, flavor of our Temple Street Eatery's watermelon salad.
Alex, this looks incredible.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. You know, I appreciate you guys for having us and being here at the Allied Kitchen in Fort Lauderdale.
Of course, we invite you to be a supporter of Broward and SOB. So come out to Temple Street Eatery, come out to Allied Kitchen and Bath, and check out what they have.